Well, race fans, so once again, we want to welcome everybody to the Victorville Fairgrounds. This is getting toward the end of round 6 of the inaugural season of the Grand American Short Course here in 2021. First season ever of a brand new fledgling series. We've got 2 races remaining after the SoCal Fleet Services Pro Buggy, and they're both trucks, Pro Lights and Pro 2. Here's our lineup of Pro Buggies. On the front row, pole, the number 5 of Matt Brister. Outside of row 1, the 15 of Trey Gibbs. Inside of row 2, the 74 of Brady Whitlock. Outside of him in that 4th position, Dale Eberts. Row 3 inside, the 59 of Trevor Briska. Outside of him, the 56 of Zach Drapkin. And then finally rounding out the field of 7 cars, the 88 of Mark Zimmerman. Ladies and gentlemen, the Formula 1 of off-road is about to take the green flag. Open wheel racing, off-road style. Here we go. A rather uneventful turn 1, but turn 2 is providing a whole different animal, as now they finally have jockeyed for position. And it's Brister up front, but here comes more action.
Yeah, it looks like Trey Gibbs trying to sneak around him there. You got, looks like Trevor Briska back there.
Right now the track is a little bit on the wet side, so you're going to see these guys skate back and forth, side to side a little bit for the opening laps. But here comes Trey Gibbs, the inside, taking a peek. Still nothing there. Matt Brister hangs on to the spot.
Brady Whitlock running behind those guys there, behind Briska there, and Dale Eberts in the truss machine, followed by Zimmerman and Zach Drapkin. But Matt Brister took the one yesterday, looking to back it up. But Trey has already had a little rough one there in production, or in the turbo class. So he's looking to hopefully get a podium here this afternoon.
Yeah, they're once again just flying off that infield tabletop jump. And as the track dries out, you're going to see that distance grow. Shell Lee from Arizona says, "Go Mark Zimmerman." Thanks for checking in, Shell. That's pretty cool.
Boy, I tell you, coming off that first turn and they head into these rollers here and they get a little sideways, you talked about. When it's slick like that, boy, there's a pucker factor definitely involved.
And it comes around, it snaps around fast.
Yep.
I don't know if Ken Stout is still watching, but he would know. He's been in one of these cars years ago.
It wasn't Ken, it was Big Rod Johnson.
No, it was yeah. It was Ken. Because it was kind of fun watching that big old boy crawl in that car. He was even in a Pro Light.
Yep. No, it was very cool to have Robert up here. Such a talented driver, I'll tell you. Wow. He kills it in a buggy himself, in a Pro Buggy. But speaking of killing it right now, Brister out front, Trey Gibbs in tow. And then you got Trevor Briska, Brady Whitlock. Another great family of off-road. It's so great to see these families that have been doing this, and you know, they're all hanging out, the whole family, traveling the RV, cross country. Whitlock's Integrity AC coming from Arizona. Matt Brister from San Diego. Trey living out in Temecula. A little bit closer drive for Trey.
I love watching these cars come across the front stretch going into turn 1 and off that second double jump they're pitching, really pitching it sideways to the point where I'm really surprised that the sidewall of these tires are hanging on.
Yeah, what do they think?
Not just shredding
Kyle
up
Duke
and man.
back it in like that?
They're not even backing it.
No,
They're just flying through the air, just pirouetting sideways.
Well, they're really hoping those bead locks are holding there. I think I did see one of the mud plugs fly out of the tire when they're kicking it sideways. There's a lot of flex there. Mud plugs that keep the folks at home, keeps the mud from packing into the back of the tires and causing either out of balance or more weight, and really makes the car work weird.
Trevor Briska, the fastest lap of the race. He just kicked it off right now, currently running in third. The only driver in the 49-second bracket, 49.86. That may be the fastest lap of the weekend, I want to say. Very close to it, if not the fastest lap.
Zimmerman goes by. And here comes Briska on the outside of the split lanes, trying to chase down Matt Brister. Well, for a rough year that Matt Brister's had, I mean, yesterday the big win, looking to stay out front this time, but Briska, oh boy, moving on up. Gibbs back to second. Whitlock now trying to work on Gibbs.
Competition yellow, kind of like get so wound up in what's going on that you forget that thing's coming up.
Yeah,
so right now they're on lap 6. When they come back around to take the green, there'll be 5 laps remaining. Don't forget, coming up next, race 12 for the afternoon, a pro light. And I think there may be a couple of drivers in that class that have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. I'm not afraid to say it. If people thinking online that I got the wooden spoon and stirring the pot,
that's okay. That's what makes things interesting.
Drivers don't have to do nothing. They just say, it's dumb, dipshit Scott talking again, Hey, just because I say it don't mean it have to happen,
We're just here to fill the voids.
Yeah, the unfiltered voice. So the pace truck a little bit slow going around the infield, allowing everybody to bunch back up, and in particular Mark Zimmerman. And we'll be going green this time by either way, I'm pretty sure of it. As the shadows are starting to get rather lengthy. We got a lot of time before the sun sets, but still the shadows.
Yep. Good little hairy with these ruts, but here we go. Ultimate Battery says green, green, green. Briska, Gibbs, Whitlock, Eberts, Drapkin, and Zimmerman.
Whoa! Brister goes way outside. He's going to end up at the back of the field.
All the way off the side of the jump.
There might be mechanical issues because he's not getting up to speed when he gets back on the track. It's almost like he might be stuck in a gear.
Yeah, that is strange.
He drifted
He's pulled
way
off the
wide.
track.
I mean, you can see where the tracks where he goes over the berm on the outside.
Yep,
just like that. That changes everything. We've got Briska.
And it looks like we got another one stalled out in turn. Call that turn 3. Oh, no, it's underway again. It was Zimmerman having some issues. But it's Briska and Gibbs now fighting for it. Whitlock up into third. Eberts back and forth. Oh, look at this. Gibbs and Briska going door to door, wheel to wheel.
When our leaders come back around the front stretch, there'll be 3 laps remaining. 3 laps remaining. This time by for our leaders.
And there we go. Briska holding on to the lead. Gibbs, Whitlock now sliding back as Eberts now goes into third. Drapkin moves into fourth. Brister still has not come out of the hot pits. That might be it for him.
Things are relatively quiet right now. As the cars are gapped out, we got about 6 car lengths between Brisca and Gibbs running up front, 1 and 2. Crowd sure is into this race this afternoon. Man, oh man, they are just screaming out here in front of us.
I know Trevor Brisca is out leading. He's done a lot of stuff with the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation, so research foundation. So that's pretty cool, and they've been part of it, part of his life. So great kid out there, representing a good cause. Trey Gibbs still holding on, not out of sight yet.
White flag should be coming out this time around. He's got a nice lead, but I won't say it's comfortable by any means. He still has to drive a clean, fast lap as Brisca goes by and takes the white flag one more time around.
And the folks at home getting a good shot there on board we saw of Dale Edwards.
And it looks like on that last half lap, Brisca was able to even stretch out that lead a little bit further, maybe 2-3 more car lengths. I just don't think Gibbs got anything for him right now, unless there's a major, nearly catastrophic mistake by Brisca, and I just don't see that happening at this point in the race.
All right, hold your breath. Here we go. Well, that was always a touchy corner for sure. He's able to make it out of that. Gibbs, Eberts, Drapkin. Here comes Whitlock. Brady Whitlock, the ticker AC, but it's going to be Trevor Brisca with the flag at the end. So checker flag in the win goes to Trevor Brisca, Trey Gibbs, and Dale Evans.
Zach Drapkin comes across in that 4th spot. Brady Whitlock 5th. Mark Zimmerman will be coming across in that 6th position as Brister retired early on and pulled into the pits. So we'll take a step aside just a moment. Give Dave time to waddle down the stairs to the podium, and we'll bring a couple of sponsors spots to our fans at home on our live stream, and we'll be right back after this with our winning interviews.
I'm Jeremy McGrath, and welcome to Palms River Resort. Palms is a 5-star lifestyle community where you'll make lifelong friends. I mean, some of my favorite things to do are obviously building memories with the family. We get out in the side-by-sides. Of course, I like riding my dirt bike in the hills and taking off in the desert. But I mean, family time in the boat, man, you can't beat it.
Our core values, quality work that comes from the safety on our job sites, the teamwork that makes it happen from employees that are guided by integrity, and making a commitment that we are proud of at Stronghold Engineering. Our values have been instrumental in our success and ability to build or facilitate anything imaginable. Stronghold Engineering, building construction excellence since 1991.
All right, here we go. What a great battle here in the Pro Buggies. Just when you thought you had it figured out, it changed up. Dale Ebert's up here. We got Trey Gibbs and Trevor Briscoe, baby, up on top of the box. Going to come over and talk to Dale, and boy, that was a crazy one. For a while, it didn't even look like you were in a podium position, but you just looks like you just sat there and dug deep.
Yeah, that was the hardest I've had to work for a third place. That was these guys are going fast. The guys behind us are going really fast. A little bit of bumping around, but really fun.
And that's something you don't want to be doing in open wheels, is bumping and going wheel to wheel, because things don't always turn out well.
No, it can go bad real fast. But yeah, luckily made it out here.
Well, it definitely was a great race. I mean, anything stick out in your mind that, oh wow?
Pretty good size hole in turn 2 that was throwing the cars around in front of me and me too. So we had to figure out a way around that. But yeah, it was fun. The guys were pushing really hard.
Well, let's talk about the people that are behind you that make this all happen.
So we, I can feel the pressure of the guys behind me. Zach, Brady, just pushing. Every time I went and hit a corner just perfect, I'd hear my spotter say, well, they're went from 4 car lengths behind you to 2 to 1 and right next to you. So you had to keep it really clean.
Well, they fought hard, but man, it's so awesome to see you up here, and I know the family and sponsors that help you get here.
I think my family, my wife Isabel, my son Ezra, who does all the work on the car, my daughter Madison, who handles all our media, and rest of the family, brother Danny, Ebco Off-Road, sponsor also, another brother Darren, ZLT, who does the wrap on the car, Cabe Toyota out of Long Beach, Intrust, BF Goodrich, Fox. I just appreciate everything everybody does.
Here it is. Give it up for Dale Eberts, everybody. Third place here in Pro Buggy. I'm going to move it over here to Trey. I know Trey was just driving frustrated because after that production turbo, debacle, now out here, don't look as happy being in second place, but you still made the podium.
Yeah, the turbo race, it wasn't our race. Had a little mishap with the car, something broke. And, so I shook that off, came out here, put the head down, and had a super strong race going. And, me and Matt were going at it for a bit, racing clean. Off that restart, I saw Briscoe get up there, and I was like, I got to follow him by. And, me and him were going at it. It was a race, that was for sure. And almost had a close incident, almost ended up in the tree at turn 1. But, I was able to save it. And, I'm just pumped to be back up here on the podium. We got a tight battle going on here. So just play the smart card, and hopefully we'll see how it winds down at the last races.
Well, I know something that probably weighs in your mind, like you said, the points and everything that goes with it. With only 2 more rounds after this was a must get on the podium.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's like the championship run. You just got to be consistent on the podium every single time. And, just played the smart card, kept it cool, and wound myself back up here on the podium. But, I couldn't do it without all my guys, Trevor, Josh, Mike, the whole team who gets me out here. We put in countless hours working on the car, and it's nonstop. If you want to do it, you got to put everything you got into it. And I just want to give a huge thanks to these guys. Lumcraft Race Cars, KB Engineering, my parents, Impact, VP Race Fuels, Rugged Radios, KMC, and anyone else. Thank you guys so much for getting me out here.
Trey Gibbs, everybody, second place. Well, it's so good to see this young man back up here again. Well, I'm going to start off $250 K&N gift certificate there, the chocolate milk, and the top of the box. What a crazy race that was for sure. And you felt like a yo-yo out there. You're watching Brister and Trey were going out, and then you got these guys behind you feeling the pressure.
Yeah, definitely it was a really challenging race today, and I didn't qualify the best, so I knew I had my work cut out for me. And after getting dumped on the first lap yesterday, I felt like, the start was crucial today. So I wasn't leaving anything out there, to let it all hang out, go make the moves. Got a great start and just followed Matt and Trey for a little bit, see what they were doing, and I found my opening, so I knew I had to take it, because Trey's definitely a hard person to get around. He's always fast on the track, so anytime battling with him is a good time, You're going to get the most out of what you pay to come see. And I just can't thank everyone enough. We don't have a lot of sponsors, but the friends and family that come out and support, all my buddies working on the cars. My dad does everything he can to give me the best car he can. So, but definitely, Funko Motorsports, Redline, Fortin Transmissions, All Tech Motorsports, the Fab School, These guys are what we're made of, so I can't do it without them.
Well, there he is on top of the box, Trevor Brisca. But one more time, give it up for Dale Edwards, Trey Gibbs, and Trevor Brisca on top of the box. Don't go anywhere. Pro Lights rolling out. Finish up with the Pro 2s. Up to you, Scott.
Well, race fans, the sun is slowly heading for the horizon. Shadows are